8 or 24?
Number 8. 24 was more challenging.
It's Monday, so that means 3 things. 1, I'm not your MCM. 2, it's Mamba Monday. And 3, it's time for the 24 podcast. How you guys doing? I'm your host, the product of poverty's environment, the Pope Chuck Paul. Episode 198, Loyal. Cause these hoes ain't loyal when a rich nigga want ya, and your nigga can't do nothing for ya. Oh, these hoes ain't loyal. Oh, we're going to talk about a whole bunch of unloyal hoes. How you guys doing? I'm your host, the product of poverty's environment, the Pope Chuck Paul. Hope you guys enjoyed your week. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. Man, let's get right into it. A former Fox hairdresser by the name of Nushin Faraji, we'll just call her NF. Alleged network exec Charlie Dixon, executive vice president of Fox Sports, used this position to sexually harass women. And Skip Bayless was also named in the lawsuit by offering this same stylist $1.5 million for sex. Yeah, we're going to get into the details right now. Joy Taylor's involved. Emmanuel Acho's involved. Shannon Sharpe is involved. Motherfucking Jason Whitlock had a few things to say. So let me get right into it. Who is Faraji? Well, FN or NF? I'm sorry. What else I was going to call her? NF? We're going to call her NF. Who is NF? Well, she is, it's a picture of her right there, next to Skip Bayless. Former hairdresser, stylist who worked for Fox Sports, used to do everybody's hair, makeup, haircuts, and whatnot. She's alleged that Skip Bayless was sexually harassing her for a number of years. This is a picture of a tweet of her tweeting happy birthday to Skip Bayless back in 2019. I'm going to read you a court doc about this situation. Bear with me, because this type is real fucking small. This is what I'll be reading from when I be squinting and going slow. So, here we go. Everything was okay. Mr. Bayless answered the door, and before Ms. Faraji could speak, he began to angrily accuse Ms. Faraji of fucking Mr. Sharpe. Ms. Faraji tried to explain that she did not have any feelings toward Mr. Sharpe and had never slept with him or any other talent member or employee at Fox. But before she could speak, Mr. Bayless demanded she come to his car after the show. Ms. Faraji responded that she could not come sit in his car as it was inappropriate. Mr. Bayless grew irate and then left. On April 14, 2022, Mr. Bayless texted Ms. Faraji, "If you're distracted tomorrow, I'll wait till Monday, but I can't keep doing this." Ms. Faraji told him that she was very confused. Mr. Bayless responded, "Trust me, I'm far more confused." Ms. Faraji then explained over text that she is not sleeping with Mr. Sharpe. Mr. Bayless did not respond. On April 15, 2022, Mr. Bayless texts Ms. Faraji, "Do you still want to do the haircut or just move on?" Ms. Faraji responded that she doesn't want to move on from her job and that she will continue doing his hair. On April 16, 2022, Mr. Bayless called Ms. Faraji. Ms. Faraji did not answer the call because she was scared. She then called him back 10 minutes later. On the call, Mr. Bayless again angrily accused Ms. Faraji of fucking Mr. Sharpe and said that he could tell from her body language that she was fucking him. Ms. Faraji tried to explain that she was kind to all the talent and that included laughing and engaging conversation. Ms. Faraji then asked if he was yelling at her because she refused to go to his car. Mr. Bayless answered that she shouldn't talk to him like that. Ms. Faraji replied that she could respond however she wanted. Mr. Bayless then angrily stated that he heard her talk to Mr. Sharpe about her vagina. Ms. Faraji knew this to be untrue and was embarrassed and angry. Ms. Faraji responded that even if she had been dating Mr. Sharpe, which she wasn't, it shouldn't matter at all because she only had a professional relationship with Mr. Bayless. Damn, Skip, let me find...
My turn! You told me it was my turn.
You can talk all that you want to, yell and scream, you lost.
It is my turn.
You lost the game.
Damn, I guess it wasn't his turn. You know what I'm saying? And then peep this. As the suit alleges, approximately 1 week later, Mr. Bayless made another advance at Ms. Faraji. Ms. Faraji responded, "Skip, stop, you have a wife, Ernestine." Mr. Bayless responded, "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives?" Ms. Faraji responded that her father was dead. And then Mr. Bayless looked taken aback. She made an excuse to leave. During her time at Fox, Faraji alleges she made multiple complaints to the Human Resources and Employee Relations Departments. Meanwhile, the suit alleges Taylor began insulting Ms. Faraji on a personal and professional level after their friendship ended. The suit also alleges that Taylor mocked the English pronunciation of Faraji, who was Persian descent. Interesting. Now, see, I had a feeling that it was probably like a little bet going on at work, who can fuck the most employees or whatnot. And Skip has gone on record to say he's a very competitive man. Now, personally, even if I was a billionaire, I'm not paying $1.5 million for some pussy. I'm not paying $15,000 for some pussy. Hell, I wouldn't pay $1,500. You can get a max of $250. You'll be lucky if you get $150. Pussy is everywhere. Sex is everywhere. Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's a 44-page court doc. I only went through the juicy stuff. I didn't go through the whole thing yet. I'm gonna read that when I'm done with this episode. But moving right along. Who is Joy Taylor? See, I had a picture of her back in the day from 2016, I believe, when I went to Undisputed and it was on 34th Street. But anyway, this is Joy Taylor. Look at them knockers. Yeah, damn. Well, be careful for women who don't have a type, because this will happen. Yes, this is the executive vice president of Fox Sports, Charlie Dixon. This is who Joy Taylor was fucking to get on Undisputed. Now, let me read the court docs that NF or FN said. Ms. Dixon gives Ms. Taylor Undisputed as a reward for having sex with him. In approximately March 2016, Ms. Faraji met Ms. Taylor, an aspiring sports personality that had recently moved from Miami to Los Angeles for the opportunity of airtime at Fox. At this time, Ms. Taylor did not have a regular position, but would fill in on a day-to-day basis when talent was sick or otherwise missed time. Ms. Taylor told Ms. Faraji that she was recently wed, but her husband remained in Miami and that she was lonely in Los Angeles. Ms. Taylor then befriended Ms. Faraji. In approximately May 2016, Ms. Taylor asked Ms. Faraji to meet her for a drink in Santa Monica. When Ms. Faraji arrived, she found Ms. Taylor with an older man. Fox Sports Executive Vice President of Content, Mr. Dixon. As Executive Vice President, Mr. Dixon is responsible for overseeing all content and production on FS1. Ms. Faraji, however, did not know Mr. Dixon. When Mr. Dixon went to buy them another round of spicy margaritas, Ms. Faraji asked who he was. Ms. Taylor responded that he was a friend. Following that night, whenever Ms. Faraji would meet with Ms. Taylor for drinks or food, Mr. Dixon would either arrive with Ms. Taylor or show up later in the night and leave with Ms. Taylor. He would always buy rounds of drinks and or food. From their body language, Ms. Faraji suspected that the pair were sleeping with each other. And although this concerned Ms. Faraji, as she knew Ms. Taylor was recently married, Ms. Faraji kept her opinions to herself. Married to former NBA player Earl Watson, by the way. In approximately June 2016, while at work, Ms. Faraji noticed Mr. Dixon in the elevator. Surprised by the coincidence, Ms. Faraji found Ms. Taylor and told her excitedly, "The guy who's always buys our drinks was in the elevator." Miss Taylor quickly silenced Miss Faraji, explaining who he was. Miss Faraji became alarmed and warned Miss Taylor that such relationship was unsafe. Miss Taylor told her not to worry about it. Miss Faraji continued to be friends with Miss Taylor, but tried to distance herself as she considered the situation dangerous as well as morally wrong, as Miss Taylor and Mr. Dixon were both married. Approximately July 2016, word spread amongst Fox employees about a news show that was going to be a big deal, as it would star Mr. Bayless and Shannon Sharpe, Mr. Sharpe. It was known that Fox was looking for a woman with significant TV experience to also star. Therefore, it came as a surprise when Fox announced that Miss Taylor, who was a bartender and radio host in Miami with very little TV experience, would be the moderator of the new show. A sports debate program, Skip and Shannon, Undisputed. Mr. Bayless later disclosed to Ms. Faraji that he did not want Ms. Taylor on the show, but Mr. Dixon was adamant that Ms. Taylor should star. At first, Mr. Dixon arranged a dinner between Mr. Bayless and Ms. Taylor, where she arrived in provocative clothing and acted in a provocative manner. When that did not change Mr. Bayless' opinion of Mrs. Taylor, Mr. Dixon asked him to approve of her as a favor to him. Reluctantly, Mr. Bayless agreed to do so as a favor to his friend. Around August 2016, Ms. Faraji attended a dinner with Miss Taylor and her husband and Mr. Dixon and his wife. During the dinner, Miss Taylor's husband became suspicious with Miss Taylor, and Mr. Dixon were having a sexual relationship. Soon after the dinner, Mr. Taylor's husband found evidence of the inappropriate relationship and divorced Miss Taylor. In approximately September 2016, Undisputed started. Miss Taylor requested Miss Faraji to do her hair in approximately 2016 after not allowing anyone to touch her hair. Interesting, right? So, she pretty much gave that pussy up to be a co-host. And peep this. Thank you to the Executive Vice President of FS1 Content, Charlie Dixon, for hosting another Power Lunch. Our ladies love hearing about your vision for the network. That was a year later. Interesting. I wonder what that vision included. Face down, ass up. That's the way we like to... Shit. I ain't gonna go there. There was also rumors of Joy Taylor fucking Shannon Sharpe. There was also rumors of her fucking Emmanuel Acho. And peep this. Miss Taylor again uses her sexuality to get on a show. Approximately February 2020, Miss Taylor asked Miss Faraji to meet her for lunch in Beverly Hills. When Miss Faraji arrived, she found Miss Taylor with a man, Emmanuel Acho. Miss Faraji did not know Mr. Acho, but could tell that the two were romantically involved. A few months after meeting Mr. Acho at lunch, Miss Faraji noticed him in the hallway while at work. Miss Faraji later asked Miss Taylor if Mr. Acho also worked at Fox. Miss Taylor confirmed and explained that she wanted Mr. Acho to eventually recommend her on the show Speak for Yourself. Miss Faraji became alarmed and warned Miss Taylor that she should probably not sleep with Mr. Dixon and Mr. Acho at the same time. Damn, she was double dicking? Interesting. As Mr. Dixon is a very, very powerful man that may become very angry. Miss Taylor told her not to worry about it. She explained that she was also now powerful, and once Mr. Dixon was no longer useful to her, she will follow through on her plan to tell the company that he forced himself on her. She would not allow herself to be forced out Mr. Dixon like other women's talent. Approximately September 2022, Miss Taylor started to work on Speak. Miss Taylor requested Miss Faraji to do her hair. So let me get this straight. She said once she gets with Acho, gets what she wants from Acho, she won't need Charlie Dixon, and what she will do is say that he forced himself onto her when it was obviously a consensual relationship which got her on the show that she wanted to be on. Man, these hoes ain't shit. But peep this. Look at Emmanuel Acho right here. This is funny.
Just got done with rehearsal for the new show Speak, and I got to take a moment to shout out my co-host Joy Taylor. A woman, a black woman, Daily Show, sports. Do you all realize how hard it is to get into the position that she is in? So often there's misogyny and sexism running rampant in sports, and we don't even care what women have to say in sports. But Joy is not only in the position on television as a woman, as a black woman, but as an opinionist. So not just asking men what they think, but providing her own unique and distinct insight. It's hard to do, and Joy, you have done it. So congratulations. Looking forward to working with you, and hope y'all tune in 4:30 to 6 Eastern every day starting next week.
Bruh, you were clapping her cheeks. You don't need to go this far. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is that her brother played in the NFL. You know what's just as bad as being a father with a daughter who's a hoe? Being an older brother with a younger sister who's a hoe. Because what you gonna do when your homies wanna fuck your little sister? Nothing. Cause the hoe gonna be a hoe, regardless. And I know what you're thinking. Why is she a hoe? Because she's using her body for things. That's like prostitution. And she was going to lie on a man and say he forced himself on her when it was all consensual. She about to get this Me Too shit canceled. Sheesh. What else? Fox Sports made a statement. They said, we take these allegations seriously and have no further comment at this time, given this pending litigation. And I was waiting for fat ass Jason Whitlock to say something. He had commented on Twitter, hat tip Shannon Sharpe. He channeled Michael Corleone and Godfather with this hit. He settled all debts. Sharpe had an accomplice or two. And then he later said this, I'm in a tough spot. I know all involved parties. The story speaks to narrative that I discuss regularly. Corruption in TV and the media. The injection of women as hosts in the male discussions. I figure out what I'm comfortable sharing and saying. What I can say for sure is Shannon Sharpe got revenge on the people he viewed as doing him wrong at FS1. Another prominent personality benefited as well. It's a dirty game. Look what this nigga posted. Bone, joy, and harmony. Oh my goodness. You know what? I can't even front. That is funny, Mr. Whitlock. That is funny. And I'm going to play this video of what he said.
I know what I'm capable of. And that big rack of hers that she showed off constantly. It's just, and that peanut butter skin with that big rack. Like, Jay, keep your distance.
See, I don't know who invited them to the party. But I'm not even going to say I don't think she would fuck Jason Whitlock, because obviously she don't have no type. Because Charlie, Emmanuel, and Earl all look different. Fellas, you know what? Stay away from women who don't have a type. They will fuck anything. Also, I got a few quotes from Jason Whitlock as well. He said, referring to Shannon, no, hold on. I'm going to start it off here. According to his former Fox Sports co-worker, Jason Whitlock, who has accused Sharpe of baiting his former co-host into a sexual Olympics. He walked around that place like he was banging every makeup and wardrobe girl in the place. He was known for running around there in the tightest little boxer shorts he could find, and nothing else, Whitlock said of the former NFL star. He has baited Skip Bayless, for lack of better explanation, into a pimp competition. Who can have the most girls in hair makeup like them? Want to be with them? He added, that competition is for idiots. That competition is for people that want to get Me Too'd. The competition is for people that want to end up in a lawsuit. And that's where Skip is. I had a feeling it was on some who can fuck the most chicks type of shit. But look though, it's only sexual harassment if she's not into you. Personally, I don't shit where I eat. I never dated someone that I worked with. Now, I had sex with someone I worked with after I left the job. That's a different story. Never while on the job. I will never, ever shit where I eat. That's just me, dog. That's just me. But yeah, man, this is some nasty shit going on. And it's crazy because the Skip Bayless shit is the real, one of the big things in there. But this Joy Taylor shit is really fucked up that she's willing to throw this dude under the bus. When I throw him under the bus, lie on him and say he forced himself on her when it was consensual. Men, women, control your horny at work. Okay? There are millions of men and women outside of work for you to sleep with and do whatever you want. There's no need to ruin your career, your house, your home, whatever you got going on. Just for some dick or some pussy. It is not worth it. But speaking of loyal still, Jimmy Butler wants out of Miami. God damn, who would have thought? Who would have thought? I'm going to play video of Jimmy Butler negotiating his extension with Pat Riley.
You crazy? No, you don't know who you're talking to. I'm not some slave of yours, boy. What you mean I can't ask my lawyer a question? That's the dumbest. Are you crazy? You just told me I can't ask my lawyer a question.
I'm just fucking with you. That's Kanye. But I think that's how the negotiations went. This is Jimmy Butler at a press conference earlier last week.
And I don't shoot the ball a lot, but we won't sit here and say that I don't play hard.
What will fix it? What do you want to see happen to fix it?
What do I want to see happen? I want to see me get my joy back from playing basketball. And wherever that may be, we'll find out here pretty soon. But I want to get my joy back. I'm happy here, off the court. But I want to be back to somewhat dominant. I want to hoop. And I want to help this team win. Right now, I'm not doing that.
Can you get your joy back here on the court?
Probably not.
Thank you, Jimmy.
And then he was suspended 7 games without pay, and the NBPL is going to fight for Jimmy's rights to get his money back. But I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Jimmy Butler took him to the finals twice. They didn't upgrade the roster at all. They missed out on Beal. They missed out on KD. They missed out on Donovan Mitchell. I could name some more stars they missed out on, but they paid Tyler Hero. I'm not mad if Jimmy Butler wants to leave. He was an NBA Finals away, or Conference Finals away with the Sixers, but the ball bounced the right amount of times and went in. And the Sixers chose Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons over him. You see where that got them? Nowhere. So hey, man, like, I'm on Jimmy's side. Fuck it. Pat Riley's the old fogey. They just rule with an iron fist. You remove Jimmy Butler from that team, they will be below 500. Hell, let me check their record right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they're below 500 right motherfucking now. Just above 500. They're 17 and 16 right now, 6th seed. So yeah. Sorry, dog. Jimmy, get out of there ASAP. But who knows where they will send him to? They'll probably send him to the abyss known as Detroit. Don't want to go there. Also, I found this shit funny as hell. Charles Barkley went in on motherfucking JJ Reddick. Let me play you this video. This video is like 2 minutes long. I'm gonna let it rock.
Julius Randle stepping back and knocking down a three. Yeah, there were a lot of threes shot tonight. Yes, nearly 100 combined between the two teams.
100 threes. That's right. Yeah, no, Ernie. You know what it is? It's Chuck's fault.
Why?
Well, because some idiot named Jason Monroe said something about them. I heard JJ Reddick said something about me. JJ, you better calm down, because when you come for the king, you better not miss.
Did he name you specifically, or was he just talking about folks on TV?
He said something about we're the reason people ain't watching this crappy product we got. I said, JJ. Yeah, us, like we out there jacking up 103 tonight. JJ, I don't know Jason Monroe. I don't know who that is, but JJ, if you come for the king, you better not miss. Because I can get you, brother, because I got your Lakers games. You can't hide them flaws they got. You just a dead man walking. They got rid of Frank Vogel, who did a good job. They got rid of Darvin Ham, who did a good job. But you came out there thinking you were going to change things with that same ugly girl you went on a date with.
64-51 was your halftime score. As we get back to the highlights, and Rudy Gobert.
He came in there thinking, I can make this thing work. Hell, you can.
77-71.
Put some makeup on that pig.
Man, the Lakers are pigs.
The Lakers stink, man.
Oh, man, okay.
Come on, man.
Tatum, by the way, has 33.
Put some makeup.
1914.
What'd you say? Put some makeup.
Put some makeup on that pig. I'm JJ Reddick. I can make this thing work. Please. Tico, please.
Josh Minot right there with the big dunk as Minnesota comes back at him, and Dante DiVincenzo ties it up.
Way to go,
at 94.
I'm being a professional. You come for me, you better not miss.
We heard that already.
Okay.
As
Why
Tatum
come for you? I missed it.
We're the reason ratings are down.
Oh, we're the reason.
We're the reason. Like we playing.
We're only on an hour.
First of all, the recording stopped like when it was like 10 seconds left of that video, and I'm over here crying, laughing, dog. Too funny. Then JJ Reddick had this to say.
Literally don't care. I have other thoughts, but don't care.
He has some shit to say. And it's funny because you was media like 2 weeks ago, but now it's the media's fault. No, bro. Sorry. And I said it before, JJ ain't gonna make no motherfucking difference. I'm a Lakers fan. Hell, the podcast is called A24. And we stink. And we ain't gonna be good till LeBron leaves, and we could take his salary and give it to somebody, split it in 2 or 3, and give it to somebody younger. It's not gonna happen, man. It's not gonna happen. Whew. Before I let go, Monday Night Raw debuts on Netflix tonight. I'm gonna be watching that shit. We'll talk about that later on this week. Yeah, I need to get out of here because the dispensary closes at 7, and it is 5:59. And this will be up by, I can't tell you that, but it'll be up soon. Like I always say, like, share, subscribe, comment. God is good. God is great. Thank God my paper straight. I am the Pope Chuck Paul. Peace out.